Hey VA, Donna Brown here, founder of 100k VA. I hope you're doing well. In today's video, I want to talk to you about why I never actually ask my potential clients what their budget is. And I'm going to touch some points that I have mentioned in lots of other videos, but I think it's just good to constantly reiterate what I'm trying to teach you so it sinks in. So the reason why I don't or rarely ask clients what their budget is, potential clients, is because at the end of the day, I don't want someone to buy me because I fit their budget. I want someone to buy me, to invest in me because I'm the best person, I have the best solution, and I am of the greatest value to their world and to solve their problem. It's that simple. Now, the other reason why is if people are coming into a sales conversation, so say you meet someone, you have coffee, you discuss their needs, how you can help them, all good. And then if you ask them what their budget is, and if the budget is way lower than what you were planning on charging them, it can really kind of put you off tilt on your sales pitch. And some of you will think, well, I can't even help them. So you'll kind of give up and walk away. And you'll say, look, that's really great, but I'm not the VA for you. If they say something that's really much more higher, then that's great, but that's not a very common occurrence. Usually it's lower than what you were hoping to be paid, or maybe roughly exactly what you're going to be paid. The other reason why I never ask is because I don't want people to come into the conversation or come into the strategy or come into the meeting with a preconceived idea of how much they're going to spend. Because if you know what I've been talking about, you'll have been watching my videos, you'll know that I always say that a lot of clients don't know what they want, and a lot of them don't know what they need. They think they know what they want, but they may not be aware of other cool stuff that you could do for them. So if they already have an idea in their mind of what they're planning on doing, it kind of closes them down on what other potential opportunities are there. So I just use all of my sales conversations as an opportunity to explore everything that is available to them. If somebody comes in with the intention of only spending X amount of dollars and your quote fits that price, then they're not really buying you based on your expertise and your value. They're buying you because you fit their budget. And I don't want it to be like that. And the biggest reason why I never ask potential clients what their budget is because more often than not, clients have signed up with me and have spent more than what they were anticipating, and voluntarily, because they've realized how fantastic I am and how much I can help them. And only in hindsight have they told me later on saying, I actually only planned on spending X, but I love what you're doing. I love how you presented it. I really want that solution that you're bringing to me, that you're proposing to me, and I'm prepared to spend that money with you. I didn't think I was going to, but now that I've met you or now that I've spoken to you, I really want to. That is the biggest reason why. I've had many clients sign up with me before who actually told me that they weren't planning on spending that much money, but it wasn't until they met me that they've changed their mind. And if the first question or one of the questions you ask them is, what's your budget? And it's much lower than what you were hoping to be paid, it will completely affect the way you pitch to them. Or whether you actually even pitch to them in overall. It'll completely affect the way you speak and in your mannerisms and your language, regardless of whether it's on Skype or face-to-face or on the phone. It'll completely affect everything. At the end of the day, you should be focusing on delivering a solution to them, not based on what their budget is, based on exactly what it is that they need. Now, what happens if someone says, I legitimately don't have that kind of money, or I really don't want to spend that much money, but I really love what you're doing? That's okay, that does happen. Then you can work backwards, adjust. You can reduce the investment they have to spend with you, but then also reduce the offering. A lot of people will say not to do that. They'll say that everyone has the money. If they don't have the money, then they're lying or you haven't shown them true value. Yes, to a degree that is correct. However, not everyone has the sales skills to show the client that they do have the money and they do need to go out and invest that money. So for virtual assistants out there who really struggle with sales, I think it's okay to reduce the investment that their client is going to spend with you, but also reduce the offering, because it gives you ample opportunity to show them how fantastic you are, to get them in a good groove, to get them in momentum, because clients, it's easier to sell to someone who you've already sold to. So if you're pitching a $500 a month package and the client says, I cannot afford that, But then you offer them a $200 a month package, and yes, they say, I can afford that, and you adjust the offering to accommodate that, and you do it for a couple of months, and the client realizes, actually, this is fantastic. I really need to spend that extra $300 with this VA to get them to help me. It's going to be really easy to convert them rather than walking away from that $500 sale, which you probably may have struggled to convince the client to invest in. So that is the biggest reasons, or they are the biggest reasons why I'd never ask a client what their budget is. On the rare occasion I may, nothing is 100%, and it really depends on the situation. If a client rings me up and says, I'm looking for a VA that's $10 an hour, like that's their opening pitch to me, then it already tells me lots of things about who they are, what they want, why do they want it, etc., etc. And, if they've come to me saying, I have a tiny budget and I don't want to spend a lot of money, I just need this done, like it gives me lots of information. So there are some situations where I may ask it, but for the most part, 99% of the time, I never ask clients what their budget is. I don't care what they think their budget is. I'm going to tell them and show them and amaze them about what the solution is to their problem, and then I'll propose a price, regardless of what they think their budget is, because lots of times clients will actually sign up much higher than they originally had planned. And you've got to remember, their preconceived idea of what the amount of money is that they're going to spend could come from lots of different reasons. It could come from previous VAs that they've worked with. It could come from the fact that maybe they've previously worked with offshore VAs, who obviously, generally speaking, for the people watching my videos, charge way less than you. It may be because that is what their profit margin is at the moment, or their surplus cash every week. And if you can help fix that for them, then sure, they may want to invest more in you. So I hope this has been helpful. The thing that inspired me to talk about this topic is simply from another Facebook group of VAs where they were discussing packaging up as services, and somebody said I would ask their budget. And I don't agree with that. And that's okay. That's just my approach to VA businesses. And I disagree. And the best way for me to educate you on why I disagree is to share this video. So if you agree with me or if you disagree with me, I'm okay either way. Comment below and let me know why. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want more videos. And I'll see you next time.